All right, welcome back. It's still Silver Birthday Day, and we're getting into it. We have Liam Chris in the studio right now. Liam Chris was actually unveiled as the Mr. Supranational Nigeria in 2026 in May, and went to Poland to represent Nigeria at the international competition. So before leaving, he was already attracting attention here in Nigeria. And of course, but the Poland experience wasn't simply about looking good and just walking on the wrong way. During the competition, Liam Chris participated in the Hansen Disease Awareness Initiative, speaking about compassion and challenging the stigma surrounding people affected by the disease. And let's make welcome Liam Chris again and again.
You know, so we're going to cheer him on, like, from when he was interviewed previously before he went to Poland, now you're back, and I said you should come back with, you must come back with something, and you finished top 10, photogenic, and that's really amazing. I followed back to back, I saw your whole performance, it was really wonderful. So how can you relive the experience, you being back home now?
Well, I mean, it feels good to be back. It was an awesome experience, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And I'm so grateful to every Nigerian and everybody who was cheering, man. Those cheers, those applause, those comments, everything really kept me going through the process.
Yeah.
Nice.
So take us way back to the beginning right now. How did it feel when you stepped out of that plane and you're like, welcome to Poland? When the people came to receive you from the airport, or was it like, what's going through your mind?
I mean, I was a bit nervous. I was like, I don't know what's in front. I don't know what's the next to happen. And somehow I saw some of the guys who were on the same plane.
Okay.
Yeah, so landing in Poland, I was lucky to have Nigerians in Poland receive me. I think that was a bit relieving for me, and I felt like, okay, I have some people here who I can relate to it and getting to camp, and yeah, it was a good one.
Great.
Okay, so how much was the preparation that you had, way back from home before heading to Poland? I remember when we had the interview, you looked a bit stressed, and we're like, oh, Chidubem, please don't kill yourself. Oh, but yeah, you talked about packing, that you're trying to pack your bags. So how much of the preparation did you put in? And when you got there and you realized that, okay, it's not much of a big deal. I'm just here for the competition and having fun.
It was a lot of preparation, and trust me, those preparations really counted because it helps. I mean, you have to prepare well for such a big journey ahead of you, competing with a lot of guys from all over the world, different colors and everything. You have to work twice as hard.
Sure.
So I was really happy I prepared. I mean, without preparation, I'm not sure I would be here today. So.
Oh man, that was huge! Congratulations.
41 men, one crown. What was it like? Having you compete with all those people, all those guys from other countries. Was it competitive when you got there? Was it more like, let's get straight to it, man, everybody, we get into action, or it was more like, let's just bond, let's just have fun? I mean, this is Poland, let's enjoy. What was it like?
I mean, it was interesting. At first, everyone was serious. I mean, we are here for the crown, but getting into the competition, we also realized that it's not just about the crown. You have to make meaningful relationships.
Of course, yeah, the connection.
Yeah, so it went beyond the competition, it went beyond the crown, and I'm so proud that I made friends and I made brothers for life.
So if you had to say that, okay, because you carried your Nigerian experience, you carried it there. Because from your first greeting, is it Indewo you said now? Indewo, stuff like that, and then you made your introduction, it was bam, and everybody was like, who's this guy? Yes, so your own Nigerian experience, you carried it all the way to Poland. What is that one big lesson you say you picked from Poland coming back home?
One lesson I would say is don't ever forget where you're coming from. I was so proud to represent Nigeria, and I mean, you can see that in most of my outfits. I wore Nigerian made all through, and some people will feel like, oh, outside Nigeria, I don't have to. They say when you get to Rome, behave like the Romans, or I should behave like a Polish man, or I shouldn't let people know I'm from Nigeria and stuff like that. But it made me understand that people appreciate we Nigerians, people appreciate our culture, and people want to see more of us. So wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, don't forget where you're from. I mean, show yourself, show your country, and make yourself proud.
So let me take you way back to a personal experience. In 2007, I was at some competition of over 120 contestants, and it got to that top 10 moments, and I made it. It was a radio. That was my early days. 2007 was one of the biggest radio then, and I made it to the top 10. And a whole lot was going through my mind, because after 120 something persons, why me, this young guy who just came back from school? And it got to that top 10. Something came to my head back then when I got to the studio and they say, oh, you're part of the top 10. Something came to my head like, man, if you're part of the top 10, you can actually take this all the way. What was that thing going through your head when you were being called like you were part of that top? Did you at some point felt like, I don't think I'm ready, let's do it?
The truth is, right, before getting to that grand finale stage, I'm like, I'm here to win. I mean, why can't I win? I had it in mind that I can win this whole thing.
Yeah.
So before then, I felt like, oh, top 10 is easy to crack. Oh, top 10 is easy to crack. But standing on that stage, and when they were calling the names, you're like, oh God, if I get to this top 10, thank you so much. You know? So it's just mixed feelings. I mean, amongst all the guys, you make it to top 10. It's a big deal. For me, that is more than winning to me. Being able to represent and to be seen, so I felt really good.
So being a delegate is pretty much interesting, and I always love the fact that whenever Sugar wants to get to you, he comes up with a story that you can relate with. So Sugar, you went for competitions like that? Nice.
Of course, for you to get into my world, you need to go through.
Tell me more, Sugar. Okay, so now representing Nigeria right there in Poland. It is something to carry the sash, just to wear the sash, but then it is another thing to understand that you are representing a whole nation. I'm very sure that you felt the pressure. It's just that you didn't carry BP machine, maybe to monitor your BP. But yeah, what lesson has that left you representing Nigeria, and what does it mean to you personally on that international stage?
So first, I would just like to say thank you to everyone once more. I mean, the support was amazing, and yeah, there was pressure. Most times you're sleeping and you're thinking of what's next to do. Oh, what do I do to make Nigeria proud? Oh, let Nigerians not drag me. You need to be a good representative and all of that. But in the midst of all of those things, I learned to be my true self. I think I was authentic and I didn't let pressure get to me. I did what I felt was the best I could do. And trust me, even if I have to go back sometime in the future, I don't think there's anything I would be able to do differently. I did my best, and I believe that my best was good enough.
All right, so finally, before we go, I got two questions in one right now. The big lesson, and what was those moments that didn't make it to Instagram? Those moments that you felt like, man, so many things when you look at we didn't capture it, but so many things went down in Poland. It's okay for you, whatever happens in Poland stays in Poland, but it's okay. But just let it be a big lesson.
It has to be the rehearsal moments. We had like a lot of rehearsals, and I'm not much of a dancer. I don't know how to dance. That one I know. So starting the rehearsals, I was in front and all of that. Before they say, "Oh, this boy, you can't stay in front. You mess the dance for us." Yeah, I think the rehearsals and then trying some Polish foods, it was something I wasn't used to. So trying them out, sometimes I'm like, I want to throw out.
There's no jollof.
Okay, so what's the next big thing for Chris? Let's know the next big thing, the next big project before we go.
Well, a lot of big things are coming. Of course, I'm not going to remain the same. This is like the start of something new in my life. And Chris is an actor, professional model, author, and just watch out for Chris.
Okay, great. Nice to see you again.
All right, so Chris, we're glad to have you back. We hope to see more things, more great things you'll be doing as you're now back in Nigeria. And we're very happy that you actually got to that height. All right, so we're going to a quick break, and when we get back, we'll have another great interview with someone you also need to meet real quick. I'll be right back.